Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very much. If you love sneakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we do a brand new video almost every single day. Also, if you enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps us out. At least I think it does. I think it goes a long way. That's what I hear people saying, so I think it does. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Fomer Simpson if you want to connect with me on the socials. The social media, I guess you would say?
For sure.
There you go. Social media. And on that note, let's connect with some sneakers. 3, 2, 1, bang, bang. The Reebok question, Georgetown. These released a few months ago and retail was $150. Shouts to our friend John Carl and the Reebok family for sending us a pair, sending a pair down here to the workshop. We weren't initially gonna do a review on this sneaker. We've had them down here for months now. But I wanted to switch things up a little bit. We've been reviewing lots of Jordans, lots of Nikes. I figured, you know what? Let's dive into some Reeboks. Let's dive into a sneaker that we don't review every day. And I also love the Reebok question. It's one of my favorite sneakers of all time, so it's a win-win. Now, when it comes to sneakers, I've always been a variety guy. If you tune in regularly, you probably know that. And like a wise man once said, variety is the spice of life. Words to live by. I know some people are strictly one brand, whether it be Nike or Adidas or Jordan brand or whatever. I'm not that way. I like them all. I like lots of different stuff. And although Reebok hasn't done as much signature athlete-wise recently, in the 90s, they had some real gems. Obviously, their biggest signature athlete being Allen Iverson. And I think you could argue that the Reebok question is the greatest Reebok sneaker of all time. When you factor in the impact, longevity, all of that stuff, Buckets, I don't even think that's a hot take.
No, no, it's not a hot take. Yes, I agree.
There it is. Buckets has spoken. And this colorway, although it isn't the red toe, it isn't the blue toe, it's not a classic OG colorway that Iverson hooped in, but I have always loved the Georgetown colors. Even growing up as a Syracuse and kind of a St. John's fan, I loved the Georgetown jerseys, and nobody made them look cooler than Iverson. I mean, nobody. Coolest Hoya ever in the history of coolest Hoyas ever. So there's not too much to dive into. Most of you are probably familiar with the Reebok question. It's a sneaker Reebok has done a ton of colorways on. They initially released back in 96, 97, whenever it was, and they didn't reinvent the wheel in 2020. This isn't some fancy colorway or hyped up collaboration, no crazy little details. It's just a classic sneaker model in a really good colorway, and a colorway that makes sense on this particular sneaker, being that Iverson played at Georgetown. Sometimes the recipe really is that simple. Navy blue tumbled leather, gray suede on the toe, Reebok spelled out along the eyelets. As a young kid, I loved that. Super 90s look right there. Gray trim on the tongue, and then you have the Reebok logo front and center. Same logo on the sides, and the question logo on the back with the 3 down low, as you can see. Round laces, chunky white midsole, hexalite honeycombs, and the gray and navy bottoms. I don't care what anyone says, these are absolute fire to me. I'm giving them a 9.8 out of 10, and I'm only saying 9.8 because it's not an original colorway, but you know what? I'm giving them a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. I love the colorway. I just realized maybe I love the Georgetown colorway so much because it's low-key a Yankee colorway. Go Yanks. And you can find these for pretty decent prices right now. Some sizes, maybe even under retail. Bigger sizes like mine, I wear a size 13. They are a little bit more expensive, but nothing too crazy, and in my opinion, still very well worth it. As a basketball guy, I love basketball sneakers. I say that all the time. I've always loved them. Basketball was my introduction. Buckets, who was behind the camera, him as well. We grew up playing ball. And so it was kind of our introduction into sneakers. And as much as I love the current basketball stuff out there right now, nothing is comparing to 90s basketball sneakers. That whole era was just crazy from a lot of different brands. Buckets, what say you? What is the final verdict on these?
I like them.
Okay, looking for more here, man. Scale of 1 to 10.
Like an 8, probably.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
You turn your back on the Reebok question?
No, I don't turn my back.
What's the red toe?
10. 15 out of 10.
Okay, so it's just because it's not one of those original colorways.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about like the question or this colorway.
Buckets is a pugilist.
No, not a pugilist.
He is a purist.
Purist. No, I don't agree with that either.
He's an old school sneaker pugilist. It's a thing. Trust me, it is. Let us know how you feel. How do you feel about the Reebok question? How do you feel about this Georgetown colorway? How do you feel about Reeboks in general? And maybe even a better question is, what is that one basketball sneaker for you, or even basketball sneakers that kind of embody or remind you of, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here. Give me a good word.
Encapsulate.
Encapsulates your childhood. I would imagine for the little bit older generation, it's probably the OG Jordans. Buckets for you and I, it's Iversons and Pennies. For the younger generation, it's probably Kyrie's and LeBron's. Obviously, you got to throw Kobe's in there somewhere. Whatever that sneaker is for you, leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow. Mañana. Same time, same place right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Bucket, you?
No.
Adios.